Hi, I'm Kindah Ali. I came to England before 5 years as a refugee because the situation in Syria, it's a war and it's not safe. I decided to come to England to just to find safe place to me and to my daughter. I have my daughter, she is now 6 years, but when I arrived, she was just 1 year. The war was horrible in Syria. It's still, the war, it's still, until now, it's still not really safe in Syria. I am here now in Liverpool. The life, it's okay, but I can't say I forget Syria or I stop thinking about Syria. I feel Syria, it's still in my heart all the day. I try to bring Syria to my house. When I arrived to Liverpool, I thought my English, it's very good, but I found the accent in Liverpool, it's completely different English that I knew all my life. I couldn't understand any word from the people. If I want to ask anyone about anything, sometimes just the way or the bus, the people talking very fast, I just say, okay, thank you, but I couldn't understand any word. And because my daughter was just 1 year, I couldn't go to any college, I couldn't do any courses in that time. After that, when my daughter, she get nearly 2 years, she started to go to nursery, and after that I start with English courses with ESOL. I start to feel, okay, my English now it's better, and I start to meet a lot of people just to listen to people. When I am in street or any shops, I'm just try to listen what the people talking. After that I start, okay, now my English it's get really good. Not perfect, but it's good. I went to college to study media. I felt when I'm doing another course, not just the English course, that will help me more, because I will not just meet people from different countries, the English not the first language. When I meet the people, really English people, I can learn more from them. I did the media courses because that's what I studied in Syria. And now here I am now, I'm in university, I'm doing my master's. When we arrived to England, it was safe place, but the life wasn't really easy. It's not just, okay, I arrived to England like I arrived to heaven. It wasn't like really that. I changed the 10 houses with little girl, one year girl, in 1 year. Because I'm just waiting. In that time, I changed all these houses because I am waiting to get my visa, because I came as a refugee. After that, when I arrived to this house, I felt now I arrived to England. Really, I felt now I arrived. This is my place. I felt, okay, now I will start my life now. Because the first 1 year and a half, I couldn't study, I couldn't do anything, because every few months I am in completely different area. I am in Liverpool, but it's different areas. After that, okay, this is my house, start to decorate the house, start study. My daughter start to go to nursery in that time. Start our life get really better. All time I feel, okay, I have a lot of plans for the future, but all time what I'm thinking, just after 5 years, when my visa will finish, because I get 5 years visa, I will come back to Syria. I will come back to Syria. In that time, that's before 4 years, nearly 4 years, the situation in Syria was horrible. It's just war, a lot of bombs, a lot of death. The situation, no one can thinking to come back to Syria, but I all time feel, no, I will come back to Syria. I will come back to Syria. My family is still in Syria. My mom and dad still in Syria. I am here, but I all time feel so worried about my family. But when I felt, okay, now no chance to come back to Syria, the life here, our life, me and my daughter, our life, it's here. It's just here in England. I start to bring Syria to England. In general, when anyone came to my flat, feel, oh, you have a lot of stuff, how you can live with all this stuff? But for me, I feel this is my life. Most of this stuff, my mom sent it to me from Syria. I couldn't find it here, and my mom sent it to me from Syria. Like this one, I love Damascus. All time my daughter, she said, I know where is Damascus. I know my granny, she lives in Damascus. I feel so happy now. She know. Now she start to connection anything with Syria. If she saw anything, she said, yeah, in Syria we have the same things. I can say hat. It's this one named Tarbush. This is a very famous in Damascus. Now the people stopped wear it, sure, but in I think in 70s, in that time, all people, or before, between I think 50s and until 70s, most of people wearing tarbush, and I have one. This one as well, my mom sent it to me from Syria. Yeah, and with this one, because I all time just prefer to talk about Syria, and I feel this is part from my life, I start to make a YouTube channel. It's about storyteller. In Arabic, it's al-hakawatiya. It's the people who is wearing this one and start to saying story. This is very traditional things in Syria. On every Thursday, all the men meet in the cafe, and one person who start to say stories, and his name is Al-Hakawati. And this picture, it's a very big and famous mosque in Damascus, named Al-Umawi. This is from hundreds years, and everyone visit Damascus should go and visit this mosque. And these shoes, it's funny shoes because it's exactly the same style. All the people in Damascus, not just in Damascus, in general in Syria, wear these shoes in nearly 50 years. Now, sure, no one wear it, but it's very, very traditional thing, especially in the bathroom. All the people wear it as well in street. In that time, the people wear it in street, but it's exactly the same style. And this one, all the houses, very big houses in Damascus, have this one in the middle of the house. And this one should full of water and use it to clean the house, because the house it's very, very big houses. And use this one to use this water, and use this one. This one, it's very big. In the real one, it's very, very big one. Now it's a lovely part in my life, this wall. Not just in my flat, in my life. All my life, I feel it's here. All my memory, it's here. This is my mom with my daughter when she was, I think, just 3 months. I all time when I'm looking to my mom picture, how she's looking to my daughter, I feel how I can give my daughter all this love. She just hold her or carry her. It's a lovely. Give her a lot of love. Yeah, and this is my daughter. This is in Syria. She was less than 2 months. This is my dad, who is my daughter. Here, my daughter was nearly 1 month, just 1 month. It's look like she is talking with her granddad. All time, my daughter, now when she see her picture, she said, look, I am talking with my granddad. She feels she is talking with him. My daughter was just 3 weeks, and my mom, because my daughter, she was the first grandchildren to my family, and my mom took her with her to her job. This is the building where my mom working, the newspaper where my mom working, because my mom, she is journalist. My dad's birthday party, and with my daughter. My daughter was nearly four months in this picture. This is when the first week when we moved to this house, when we felt, okay, our life start now. And this is the first picture to my daughter with her dolls. Yeah, I like this in general. This is the first this is picture to me and Sila. الفستان قدامك؟
ايه قدامي.
طب Sila, come to speak with Teta. I'm living in Liverpool in England, but I all time just thinking about my family. Maybe because I lived in Syria during the war, I know how it's stressful that time. But the good things that I can call my family anytime I want. Sometimes have internet issues in Syria, electric issues. Suddenly the internet, it's just God, don't have internet. That make me feel so stressed that, because I don't know, sometimes when I'm just watching the news, something happened in Damascus, and trying to call my family, don't have internet. No one can imagine the feeling I every time. I know exactly the situation in Damascus, but I can't stop myself to feel worried like that. My daughter, because we contact with my family all the time by video call, she feels my family just live in the next street. She calls them every time. If she bought anything, if she doing anything, she want to try her dress, she want to do anything, she calls them every minute. At least we contact with my mom and dad 5 times a day. A lot of time when I'm eating lunch, especially lunch, I call my family. I feel, okay, I'm eating with them. Now we are in my kitchen and we will start to do very traditional food from Syria. This food in Syria, I think all families cook this food at least once a week. From when I arrived to England, I all time prefer to just cook Syrian food. Especially my daughter, she is now 6 years old and she doesn't know anything about Syria, but she really prefers the Syrian food. In general, when I'm cooking, I feel I'm really in Syria. In Syria, we don't just cook one dish when we invite people. At least we cooked 3 or 4 kind of food. And we try to mix between chicken, meat, but should be meat on the table, especially on dinner. That means we really respect a lot of people. And now the food is ready. As a Syrian people, I feel so happy to invite people to try our traditional food. This is mjaddara, and this one it's kusa blaban. And this one it's named mtabbal. And now this is my time in the day. My coffee, it's Arabic coffee, and piece of the Arabic sweet, and Fairuz. This is a very famous singer. When I really need just a few times in the day, just 30 minutes in the day, I just make a coffee. This is our coffee. I can't say it's our coffee, it's the Arabic one. It's a strong coffee, but for me it's the best coffee. And just one piece of this sweet, and sure, the coffee without Fairuz, we can't do it. In general, all the Syrian people, when drink, the first thing do it when woke up at morning, just make a coffee and listen to Fairuz. Just turn on the TV or radio and just start to listen to Fairuz. This is all the Syrian people do it. That's in general. Yeah, this is my relaxing time of the day. Not just the taste of the coffee, the smell of the coffee, it's mean too much to me. I just remember when I was meeting with my family at morning, when we drink coffee together, I think everything in these very small details just remind me, come back to Syria, just remind me how I can meet with my friends, with my family. For me, the religion, it's not just culture. When I was in Syria, I was wearing hijab. But when I arrived to England, I decided to take off the hijab. Not because I lost my religion, no. But after that, I start to understand the religion. The religion, it's what I believe, how I communicate with God. Okay, if I take off the hijab, that means I am a bad girl. That means I don't have, no. My family not say no and get angry. Said, okay, this is your decision, and you know what you are doing. And I want my daughter to choose what she really wants. When she choose, she want to be Muslim, to be Christian, she want to be anything, to believe that. In fact, I never thought I will have a dog. Not because I don't like dogs. No, I like dogs, but I don't have time with all this responsibility here in Liverpool without family. But when I see my daughter just playing with my neighbor's dog, I decide I will have a dog soon. I will change all my house. Just that one reason to change my house, just to have a house with a garden and to have a dog, because I know how that will affect my daughter's. She loves dogs. She feels so happy when playing with the dogs. I will do that. If the war is stopped in Syria, sure, I will come back. I will not think about that, oh, I will come back, no, I will stay here. But in the same time, when I really thinking with myself, okay, I will come back. Yeah, my family is still in Syria, my parents still in Syria, my friends, my life in Syria. But in the same time, my daughter's life, it's here. The war, it's nearly end in Syria, but I can't come back now. At least until next 5 years, I can't come back. I don't know about the future. My future, I think, and my daughter's future, it's here. The life here, it's okay. Now I have a lot of friends. I have my life, my study. I have plans to start a job soon when I finish my master's. My daughter, she has her school, her friends, but in Syria, I don't have all of this, but I have my mom and dad as well.